Hola gente, bueno pues hoy os traigo el primer vídeo que hago con sonido del E3 y no es más ni nada menos que el mapa nocturno Nivelle Nights, que es el nuevo mapa que han presentado hoy en la conferencia de EA. Y bueno, como podréis ver es un mapa nocturno con las mismas características que todos los mapas del Battlefield 1, o sea, casi 64 jugadores corriendo por ahí por el mapa, por imitar la campiña francesa. Y bueno, este es uno de los primeros mapas que van a ir metiendo a partir de ahora como forma de expansión. Este va a llegar en julio, según dicen ellos, eso habrá que confirmarlo bien ahí en lo que digan en las demás notas de prensa. Y luego lo que es más interesante para mí, creo que es que para septiembre va a llegar la nueva expansión, que sería, creo que del modo historia, que se llamaría Caballeros del Zar, o sea, que vas a llevar a los soldados rusos en el frente oriental, ¿no? O sea, verás la nieve y todo eso, ¿no? Creo que eso va a ser como, no sé, me da a mí que va a ser como el Call of Duty en Stalingrado, pero bueno, habrá que darle el beneficio de la duda. Y bueno, personalmente creo que este mapa tendría que haber salido ya con el juego de entrada, porque poner un mapa nocturno viene tanto en todos los Battlefronts como en el Call of Duty, y bueno, espero que no nos deje mal sabor de boca y que deje el listón bien alto este shooter, ahora que para noviembre sale el Call of Duty de la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Pues bueno, lo dicho, espero que os guste el gameplay este que grabé del EAPLAY y darle al like para suscribiros y saludos.
Going for the other no man's land flag. So what he's essentially saying to his troops is, look, let's take their trench line and force the issue onto them. Because as we said, they were already captured for that team anyway, and they've decided to just go straight for it and take those flags instantly.
This is exciting because, you know, the players right now, you have to make a decision. I mean, if I'm, you know, if I'm this squad, I'm thinking, okay, well, we need to push. We have to get a little aggressive. We have to, you know, do our absolute best here to kind of maintain our positions. And, you know, the German forces, they only have 2 flags at this moment. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, the French, they're dominating.
They are dominating at the moment, and actually as we were watching Stone Mountain there going for some of the enemy trench lines, we ended up seeing that the 2 objectives that they'd run away from ended up getting taken by the enemy team, so the whole map sort of flipped itself on its head for a minute.
Alright, and here's Miss on your screen here. Miss Ella Cronin. Not Missile, Miss Ella Cronin.
Oh, the tank, the tank.
Wait, is there a tank out right now?
Yeah, look, in front of them you can see the HUD icon there.
You also got a little activity in the trenches down there as well. That player knew that he was in a real bad spot, so he had to get out of dodge as soon as he possibly could. Then one of the things I do like about this with the trenches is, you know, there is that, as you saw right there, Miss just threw the nade over. Who knows who that'll hit, right? Like, you'll never know in the trenches.
Yeah, anybody could be hiding behind those corners.
Boy, Muggs ended up getting picked off there.
The lighting's really interesting in the trenches here, actually, because you've got some points that are very well lit. It's just certain parts. And then you go into the straight, narrow trench, moving towards the next bit of light, but you've got almost nothing in between. So you're just seeing the outlines of players off in the distance.
Yeah, and what's left of the moonlight to kind of light those spaces.
Well, let's talk about the lighting, though, because there is a distinct difference between the French and German side when it comes to the lighting.
Yeah, so this is really an interesting part of the map. We took a lot of interest in creating differences between the sides. And the way we did that, what you'll see is there's quite a symmetry in this map. And the way we did that to change it up is kind of the lighting played a big role. So we made one side, the German side, you'll see a lot of electric lights. So you'll see searchlights, you'll see a lot of light bulbs, and that's going to be a good indicator that you're on the German side of the map. So that is actually quite true to history too. What we saw was the Germans buckled down, they fortified their trenches, and that's why they survived this attack. And then the French side is going to be a lot more organic. You got the fires, you got flames keeping it lit, and everything's kind of wood, and it's all very organic on that side.
Almost feels like it's a little bit more, it's been made in a hurry. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
we've got to make this now before the Germans make their push.
The French really didn't have a lot of time.
No.
in all fairness.
Well, what we saw too is that the French kind of thought that the Nivelle offensive was going to be a big win. They did the shellings and they thought this is going to be it. So they weren't in it for the long haul, but they proved to be wrong.
Yeah. One of the things I really enjoyed about BF1 when it came out, and we're still seeing it today, is I feel like we have a new generation of history buffs who have emerged because of Battlefield 1. Like people who are genuinely into the history of World War I.
Yeah.
Because it is, it's the Great War, but there's so many stories to tell and things that people just don't really know about, which makes it very, I guess, encapsulating, right? It makes you want to learn more. But you know what? We're gonna check out some sniper gameplay here from my main man, Doom49. Don't let us down, buddy. Get those shots off. Yeah, he was able to get an enemy hit there, giving him 80 points. And he's just gonna continue to march down here toward E, getting ready for the Danzig trench. I'm looking for him to take off some faces here. It'll be pretty dope if he's able to do so. And they have 4 points right now, so they are marching down the battlefield. No pun intended. I'm sorry.
It's actually very interesting because if you look at that was a nice shot there. That was lovely. But if you look at the points at the moment, he's going on a streak here.
Oh no! If he would have gotten that shot through the trees, I would have just put his headset down and walked away.
But yeah, if you look at, even though the teams are slightly imbalanced on their flags at the moment, the actual score between the two is very, very close.
Yeah.
And well, maybe it's just the fact that when this was all organised, they went, we're going to make this really even on both teams.
I know, right?
Oh, bit of bayonet charge there. It didn't pay off for him. I think he missed his target.
Gamer Snack with the pick off there. Paul, what are your thoughts?
And Westy,
sorry, Andrew.
No worries.
Dear
Westy,
Lord.
I think to your point, I think that because this is a balanced map, it's very symmetrical. I think that that's what makes this a really easy map to kind of have those balanced gameplays.
Yeah, because I mean, looking at it, the structure of it, almost with the trench lines being very similar, you've almost got that feeling instantly anyway. You've got that.
Rage quit.
I'm out of here.
That's it. Done.
You've got that feeling of it being very balanced from the start, and it's just dependent on whether your team can communicate properly, whether you use the squad leader function to make sure that you're covering your own objectives and then attacking like another single or maybe 2 objectives at once, and then that balance can remain. But if you decide to go too far forward and push too much and don't cover the flags that you currently own, then the enemy team can get in those trenches. It's very hard to get them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking to hold down here on B in the front line. It's a command center of fort of such. So you got fortified buildings around you and good cover as well, and high ground advantage, as you can see. X Factor taking advantage of those opportunities when he sees fit. This guy, man, he is a fantastic Battlefield player and also a great YouTuber, as are all of these creators here. Great streamer as well. I happen to tune into his Twitch streams quite a bit. But Muggs manages to find him. But luckily for him, Ponyline was there on the pickup. He's not just a great pilot, he's a great medic as well.
That's what you're looking for in a medic, really.
Yeah.
You need somebody to come and revive your players.
That's the thing,
Keeps
man.
that ticket count.
Playing the squad and my team, they always abandon me. Then again, I do tend to like run out all the way out to
play
the middle
rogue.
of the field.
Yeah.
But it's like, follow me, get the hint, dog. Like, just come with me and we'll win the whole game.
You're that lone wolf kind of player.
Yeah, I'm the worst kind, to be fair. What I do typically, though, is I hop into a tank, and then I just drive around as much as I possibly can and destroy people. Speaking of that, how many tanks can you get on Nivelle Knight?
So there's 1 tank on each side.
Okay.
That's the plan here. We wanted to keep it pretty infantry focused. So once you start going too heavy, I mean, you're going to get some cavalry as well.
Okay.
So that's where you're going to get a little of that quick gameplay. But we wanted it to stay very infantry focused.
I think that's really good because obviously you've got these trench lines.
And that's for a reason, right?
You want the trench lines to be utilized.
Yes.
So if you gave them loads of vehicles, suddenly everyone's not using the trenches that you've built.
Right.
And especially because you've built a lot of the objectives around the trench lines.
Yeah.
The only other 2 are the ones in no man's land in the middle.
Yeah, and that's why there's no planes in here as well, right? We don't want you having bombing runs on the trenches.
It really takes away from it.
That's
right?
no fun.
Yeah, exactly. You're in a trench. Like, what more can you do?
Yeah, you can vault out, but we all know how that goes.
Oh boy, here we go. Muggs looking to
He's looking to destroy
Going
some
for
people.
it. Going for
He's
it.
a fantastic sniper, man. I watch his streams a lot, and he is
Oh.
such a great sniper. Oh, don't give the business! Don't
Had to
give
go
the
with the
business!
secondary, and he did not.
That's the
pull it
commentator's
through.
curse, that is. We said he was so
I
good.
know.
Yeah, you give them all the compliments, they never pull through.
Dude, it always happens that way. Always happens
the
without
revive.
fail.
Got the revive. There it is.
I love it. There you go. March on down. X Factor. You're done. fun.
This is one of the new weapons that's just been introduced as well. That you guys introduced in, was it the May or the spring update? I think you added a few new variants.
Yeah, we had some new variants that we introduced in the May update.
Yeah, so this is the
And the spring
Hellregal
update. Excuse me, I think it was the spring update.
This is the Hellregal defensive, which has got an optical sight, 120 round drum magazine. Why you'd ever need that many bullets?
Well, you know, if you really want to spray and pray.
Right to you.
And it's also got the bipod as well. So I guess